What is up, guys? Tacos, turbos, and toothpicks. I know it's been a minute since you've seen us. Here we are.
Alive and well.
Alive and well.
And sleepy.
Guys, we were on the road. Finally got a mount for Jasmine's car. I was tired of the phone falling. If you guys remember our videos in Texas, or my phone kept falling trying to video in here. So we finally got a little windshield mount. Not the greatest position, but it'll work. Keep you guys steady-ish. Yeah, we just wanted to check in. We know it's been a long time. Honestly, we've been slacking. I've been slacking. We have had so much going on, traveling, going different places, the same places, doing different things, changing some things in our lifestyle and whatever else you want to call it. So if we flash back, I think it's been about a month since we've seen you guys, since we traveled from Missouri to Virginia, and we were at that little campground when we first got to Virginia. And I don't know if I've even filled you guys in where we're staying now at our campground, because we did have to move, because like I said in the other video, a lot of campgrounds around here won't let us stay for longer than a couple weeks. But we finally found a home. We talked to the owner, the lady who runs it, and she let us stay for an extended period of time at campground, beautiful campground right next to a mountain. It's on a creek. I mean, all in all, it's a beautiful little spot. The only downfall, I would say, is they don't have full hookups, so we have to move the camper about once a week to dump. But we have water and electric, so we're able to keep it, manageable. There's a lot of places that don't have full hookups around here, and the ones that do are pretty pricey, so we decided to just go ahead and work it out this way. So flashing back, I don't even remember what we moved campgrounds, and pretty much once we got settled in our new campground, so one of the reasons we went to Virginia is because she had a bachelorette party in southwestern Virginia that was only about an hour away, and it was the same weekend that my buddy Chris was getting married. So I'll throw some clips in here of some of that. I didn't video a lot. Was just kind of hanging out with friends. We had some friends fly in from Maryland. I ended up driving. It was like a little over 7 hours outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Had to see a little bit of Nashville, some of the countryside, and enjoy their beautiful wedding, and got to officiate that as well. So that was a good time. Came back, and so what was our next thing that we did? Oh, yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention that. Yeah. We got a puppy. Come here, buddy. Come here. Say hello. This is Bubby. We were scrolling, or actually Jasmine was scrolling on social media. We had kind of been out there looking for a dog, and she was looking at buying one. I wanted to adopt one, but we didn't want a newborn puppy that we would have to train, just because it's a lot of time and energy, and honestly, I'm not really trained to do that kind of stuff either. So it all kind of worked out. This is Bubby. He's a 2-year-old pit bull mix. Got him from Yeah, he's potty trained and all that good stuff, which is what we were looking for. And traveling we have been doing non-stop, I feel like. So once we got back from Tennessee and she got back from her bachelorette party. Basically she found the dog. The dog was back at our hometown, so we actually made a quick little trip home while she had a couple days off during the week. We set the arrangement to go pick him up. I set up some golf time with friends, went bowling. We got to hang out with her family, my family. It just so happened that my aunt and uncle were up from Georgia, and they just got a new puppy, so we got to meet them and their puppy.
Shout out to Arthur.
Yeah, shout out to Arthur. So it was a lot going on. A quick little trip home, but it was well needed to get some golfing in with friends, see friends and family. We got to eat some crabs because the all-you-can-eat crab houses back home are closing at the end of the month, and we didn't think we would have a chance to get back there as we were driving back to the Eastern Shore again. But basically, after that, we had tickets to go to Sunday in the Country at Meriwether Post Pavilion in Columbia, Maryland. And then her friends that live in Cumberland, Maryland, were also going to meet us there. But we just decided to, with the dog, if they could get, they were having somebody watch their dog and their kids, so we asked them if they could take our dog out as well. And basically we met them at their house in Cumberland and then rode with them to the concert, which was a good time. Quick little trip on a Sunday. And then once we got, woke up on Monday, we hung out. She hung out with the kids. Sawyer just got into fly fishing, so he promised that he would take me out to
Creek.
He would take me out to go fly fishing because other than TV, I've never actually seen anybody fly fish. I've never actually experienced it at all. It's not really big back in our hometown, but up there in the mountains, there's a lot of creeks and rivers and streams that you can only fly fish. So that was pretty interesting. We didn't catch anything. We didn't have a lot of time because we had to drive back so Jasmine could go to work the next day. So that was a quick little weekend trip. Had fun at the concert, fun fishing. We got to see their kids and hang out with them. We hadn't seen them in a while because they live so far away and we've been traveling. And then flash forward to right now. We're on our road back to the Eastern Shore of Maryland. Wasn't really a planned trip, but she got a surprise call. Was it right before we left? Did you get the call when we were still home, or were we back at the camper?
No, we were like on our way home.
Okay. Yeah, we were on
our way home.
We're on our way home, and her parents had called her and told her that her aunt from Mexico had actually just got a temporary visa, and she was able to come visit. So she's like, well, I really want to go see my aunt before she has to go back. So we were heading back there so we could spend some time with her. And also, One of the things that we've realized with living on the road is it's hard to get stuff shipped to us. So there's a couple things for the camper that we've been wanting to order, but we haven't had a chance to get it delivered to our camper. I'm sure if we talked to the campground, they would let us get it delivered there, but we just decided since we're heading back home, we would order it, and hopefully it'll be there by the time we get there, and we can bring it back. So full disclosure, we're trying out the snap pads. Everybody on YouTube says you need some kind of block underneath there. I don't really want to tote around a bunch of blocks, and those plastic blocks people say on fifth wheels is not a good combo. I didn't really want to get the Anderson buckets that go underneath your jack stands either, just because it just takes up room and it's something else you have to store. So the one thing that we love about the snap pads is it attaches to the bottom of your jack foot and it stays on there permanently. It's a rubber insulator, so any kind of terrain should, you know, level itself out and protect the metal on the actual jack stand. And I don't have to store it anywhere or take them off every time we move, because like I said, in the campground we're at now, I have to move once a week to dump. So that would kind of be a pain in the butt to have to pick up all those buckets, put them away, and then bring them back out once I park the camper again. So it's really nice. I also did a quick little video on our gooseneck hitch. I'm going to post that after this video, but I would say 10 out of 10 so far. The only downfall is just hooking it up. It's kind of a pain in the butt because the front part of the camper is kind of in your way when you're trying to hook up the safety chains, the locking cable, the pin, your trailer light connector and stuff like that. So basically, other than that, I love it. Just having her help me hook it up is probably the other, I would say, downfall compared to a fifth wheel pin. Because for those of you who know, a fifth wheel pin, you literally just open the latch and back right into it, and it kind of funnels into the spot. It's a lot easier to do by yourself. But where sometimes she's at work when I'm moving the camper, I have to hook it up by myself. It's a lot of getting out and checking just to make sure I'm in the right spot. But it's not too bad. Overall, the ride quality, having full use of my bed, you know me, I've got a bunch of wheels and tires, a bunch of parts and tools, bins that I have, so being able to put stuff in my bed and still tow the camper is a huge plus for me. When we came home, I brought a bunch of stuff home and I didn't have to take the fifth wheel hitch out of the back of my truck. So I was able to just leave the ball in place and put everything in the bed like I wanted to, and take all that home so we can store it properly in the shed. Because I'll be honest, guys, I took way too much crap with us when we left for Texas. If you guys remember, I'll try to find a picture on here of how full my bed was when I towed her Jeep to Texas. I mean, I had too much crap. And now I definitely realize with the camper having to tow with that much weight, realizing that I don't need all that crap and it just adds weight to the vehicle. So yeah. So I know it's a lot going on, and I apologize for not keeping the few of you that keep up with us, keeping you guys up to date. I've been making a lot of TikToks. I've been trying to make, post them on YouTube. You guys may have already saw that we got the dog because I made a video of the dog the other day. We found a little beach like an hour from us in Virginia. What's it called again? I don't remember either. It's like a state park, but they like brought in like beautiful white sand. It's like the clearest water we've ever swam in. It was.
That's right, in Mexico.
Oh, excuse me. It's the clearest water I've ever swam in. And then also the creek at our place. We didn't really get the full story on video. I wish we did, but we tried to take the dog out there. She tried to take her book, and we had both of our phones, our shirts on. We live like on this kind of stream that you can ride a tube down or kayak, but it's a pretty quick stream. And basically, we ventured out into it, and it was a nice calming ride for about a couple minutes. And then it kind of went all downhill. She ended up falling, dropping her phone, dropping her book into the water. Good news is she didn't drop my phone. So there's always, you got to look at the positives, That's what it's all about. But yeah, guys, we just want to do a quick little video for you guys. I'm gonna throw in some clips here of stuff we've been doing to keep you guys updated and show you guys that we haven't been completely off the map. We've just been doing other stuff. Throw some clips in of the new pup. He loves car rides, but he's not a fan of laying down and sleeping. He's got to be looking around all the time. He's very curious, but he's not very curious of the camera. I apologize. What do you think? Sorry, we just haven't been doing anything to the truck. You know, not really much going on. I actually sold the welds, I will say that, so it's back on stock tires and wheels, unfortunately. I got some aftermarket fog lights that I put in. I'll throw a clip in here. They're like Mishimoto fog lights. I'm not super impressed with them, to be honest. I like the color output on them. They're like a clear white, but I had LED fog lights in my old truck with factory housings, and I think those were much better than what these were. A guy was upgrading to off-road fog lights, and he happened to post these on Facebook, so he was able to ship them to me before we left Missouri, and I got them installed here in Virginia. So they look cool, but I would say the output's not super great. I'm looking into doing something with the headlights, but headlights are super expensive, and just trying to budget the money right now. You know, Jasmine's wanting me to buy anything stupid. I want to buy like twin turbo compounds or a big single or injectors and all that kind of stuff. Tires and wheels. You know, I don't like riding around looking stock, but oh well, it is what it is. Camper's doing well. Old Jeep's doing good. So there's not really much to cover. I didn't want to keep boring you guys with camper videos. I didn't really have anything else to talk about. I would assume it's getting ready to be cold outside, so we're gonna have to change some things. Maybe we'll do a video on that.
It's gonna be a learning process this winter living in a fifth wheel.
For sure. We did have to buy a space heater because the temperature drops pretty good at nighttime. We had some 30-degree nights this past week, and this one over here was not about it. Waking up to go to work and it's like 40 degrees in the camper. So everybody that I had saw on YouTube says you want to get like a space heater just because it runs off electric and you're not burning up your propane. You know, because electric's free with your campsite, so you don't really want to run a bunch of propane. So we haven't even turned our furnace on yet, but I probably need to pretty soon. And then we have the fireplace out in the living room that keeps that fairly decent. It's an electric fireplace. So it's a learning curve. Like I said, we're getting the snap pads ordered for them, so we'll do a video on installing them. And other than that, we don't really have a lot going on. Just to keep you guys updated, we do have Truck Wars coming up. She actually was able to get off work. We're going to take the dog. We've got a pet-friendly hotel. Stroking Steve and his fiance's family is coming down. They're bringing the baby. Oh, they came and visited us after we got back from Tennessee. They drove out to the wedding as well, and they actually stopped by, and they were our first visitors in the camper. And they brought their little girl with them to check out the RV life before they headed home back to Maryland.
Does she love her walker? Yeah.
That's the thing I was talking about.
So they will be at Truck Wars as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to race ET Bracket or not. She doesn't want me to.
No. It's not even a possibility.
It's kind of a possibility.
No, it's not.
It kind of is.
No.
We'll talk about it off camera. Okay?
It's not a possibility.
It's kind of a possibility.
So no, you're not going to be looking forward to that.
Anyway, but I think I may not, just because I want to be able to get plenty of video for you guys, catch all the classes and brackets towards the end of the night. So I'm super excited about Truck Wars because, as you guys know, we missed in spring. But it was super hot. I'm hoping it's a nice, cool fall day. We can wear hoodies. I love, hoodie season's here, so I love that.
And shout out to the Chiefs, Form 1.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you guys have been catching up with your NFL Sundays, this one over here, she gets stressed out when she can't watch the game. We had to go to a restaurant last night because we don't get ESPN on our TV. So she almost saw him lose. It was a close game. She was a little stressed out, so now she's all cocky, talking crap. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Oh, we got tags on the camper. Took a little video of that. We actually got our hard tags.
What do you think, buddy? What do you think? What is it?
Jasmine wasn't a huge fan of dealing with the NBA because, unfortunately, we didn't pay taxes in Missouri because they knew we were tagging it out of state. So we had to pay taxes here in Maryland, and that was kind of crappy, not gonna lie. But we finally got our hard tag for the camper. We got our insurance, registration, everything's legal and good to go. So, like I said, guys, stay tuned. We've got some videos coming out. I apologize for the absence, but just trying to give you guys a break, make you guys miss us, so when we come back, you guys, want more, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And like I said, we'll be filling you guys in soon. Adios. Can you say bye?
He's over the car rides.
Yeah. He's been on the road a lot, but he just wants to get out and sniff everything, so he'll be all right. See y'all in the next one.